I remember being distracted. But the case goes to bloody trial in the next few months. Bethany closed her eyes for a moment, calming herself so she didn't go off on one. Actually, yes, you tell him, but I'll come with you. I won't let you do this alone. We stick together always, got it? First, though, we just need to think of an excuse as to why it wasn't logged. Because I forgot? No, that's not how it happened, is it? She raised her eyebrows. Do you get what I'm saying? We lie? His eyebrows lifted then. I swear he plucks them. Yes. Christ! He released a ragged breath. What you're asking? What I'm asking will save your arse. You could get a right old bollocking for this if you admit what you've done, or didn't do. And this lie isn't any different to the one you've been carrying around with you, is it? What do I say then if I don't tell the truth? The poor sod appeared fraught with indecision. Catch-22 was a right arsehole. She stared at a pile of papers on his desk. On the top was the piece of evidence Mike hadn't logged at the scene, sitting there all proud and alarming in its clear bag. The scrap of blood-soaked material inside had gone hard. It should have been with forensics, tested for type, DNA, not there in front of them. It could still be done. They had time. She rooted in his drawer for a pair of gloves and put them on, then snatched up the bag and slid it down the side of his desk between the solid panel leg and the wall. What are you doing? Mike stared at her, his mouth hanging open. Take it back out. She held her breath, waiting for him to twig what she was up to. For fuck's sake, if I'm taking it back out, what was the point in putting it down there in the first place? Take it back out! Keep your voice down, woman. Leona and Fran seemed oblivious. Thank goodness. Damn, Bethany said. I've just dropped your favourite pen down that slot. If she'd said it any louder, she'd have been shouting. Mike pulled the desk away from the wall a bit so he could reach in and get the bag. He stood there holding it, and, Lord have mercy, dust and a cobweb clung to the surface. Nothing like authenticity. His expression asked, now what? Bethany took the gloves off and stuffed them in her pocket. Oh shit! Can you believe this? How the hell did that get down there? Mike didn't say a word. Must have slid off your desk at some point, Bethany went on. Thank God you found it. This could massively help the Valiant case. At last, realisation dawned. Mike nodded. We need to get this to the chief. Too bloody right. Bethany winked and called out to Leona and Fran. Look what's just turned up. They swivelled in their seats. Only a piece of Valiant evidence. Bethany smiled. It got wedged down the side of Mike's desk. Leona scratched her head. Will we get in trouble? What, for an accident? Bethany shook her head. We all saw how many bags of evidence were on this desk back then. She tapped the wooden surface. One was bound to go astray. But they get logged at the scene, Fran said, her forehead creasing. Someone would have noticed it was missing by now. Well, with the amount of Socko there, maybe it was forgotten. Maybe there was a slip-up. God forgive me for putting ideas in their heads and blaming it on someone else. But there had been a tremendous amount of officers present. It could have happened this way. Whoever found this bit of evidence put it in this bag here, and it's been written on. But shit happens, right? There are no initials as to who bagged it, though. Miracles did happen. Leona and Fran nodded. The main thing is we have it now. Come on, Mike. She led the way out and into the corridor. Mike stood beside her, and she looked up into his eyes once the door had closed. I sounded plausible, yes? Yes, but no buts. Does this make us bent coppers? He stared down at the bag in his hand. Shut up with this sort of talk. It doesn't make us anything but liars, the keepers of a secret. The main thing is we're fixing it now. He nodded. It's not sitting right with you, is it? She asked. No. Will possibly losing your job sit better? This will be the third thing on your sheet if you admit to what really happened. Why did you keep it quiet when you realised what you'd done?